what's up guys, it's Frankie here. Quick little video for you, and I want to talk to you guys about hiring like a boss. I notice I'm in this weird sun thing where you can't see my face. There I am. Alright. You guys are going to have to see me as it goes because the background's way cooler than me. We're here in Cabo San Lucas, and this will be especially useful for those of you guys who are in stage 2 of agency growth, where you're big enough where you're starting to build a team, but not so big that you're only a manager, where you're still kind of working in your business. So let's get into that. What's up, sexy people? By the way, I don't say this enough, but you guys, the agency owners, you guys are the coolest motherfuckers in the world, and I love you guys. So let's talk about what to do when you're starting to hire people. Now, when I first went through the stage, by the way, there was so much I didn't know in hiring people. Like, I think I made literally every mistake in the world. In fact, I actually remember, I wrote about this in the book, for those of you guys who remember the story, but it's very true. I actually had to fire a guy once for watching cartoon porn. And it was an interesting thing because we had screen recording software and you have to click log into work. So he knew he was logging into work and he knew I could see his screen, and nonetheless still tuned it in to cartoon porn. And believe it or not, I didn't fire him first day because the reason he said, I'm going to work really hard for you because my mom's dying of cancer and I need to pay her medical bills. So I felt really guilty and didn't fire him. And you know what ended up happening? The next day, he fired up his work machine and watched cartoon porn again. It was a chick getting fucked by an octopus. I'll never forget that, the shock and horror. And you gotta let people go. So this is a long way of saying, like, literally I've made a lot of mistakes with hiring. Now, one thing that you should know is that you cannot tell from a resume and you cannot tell from an interview how somebody will actually perform. There are some people in this world, by the way, who are fantastic at interviews. And so they'll ace any job. I'm one of those people, and I'm a shitty employee. And then there's some people who are really good at interviews and also are great employees. And then there's some people who are terrible at interviews and make for terrible employees. And to make it more confusing, there's some people who are terrible at interviews but actually make great employees. So there's no way to know from most people's traditional hiring processes whether you're going to get what level of talent. And the worst thing you can do in your agency, by the way, is to keep B and C level players, because when you have somebody who's an F, who doesn't show up to work and watches cartoon porn or whatever, it's very easy for you to make a decision, right? Fire them. And when you have A-level people, it's very, very easy to figure them out because they just make your life easier and it's all simple and hunky-dory and peachy. And so those people are really easy too. But it's the B and C levels, the one who kind of make your life easier and kind of make your life harder sometimes, that are the trickiest ones. And a lot of times we hang on to B and C level people. So I'm going to give you a concept that has changed my life that's very, very simple, and that is the first date reality show. Some of you guys have seen the TV show The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, and it's like, in case you're not familiar and you don't watch TV, like I don't, there's a dude who has like 20 potential girlfriends, and they all come together and he mass dates them all, and each day or each level of the show he votes one more off, and he's end up left with 1 or 2 amazing women that he wants to connect with deeper. That's kind of the goal of the show. Well, I want you to create that show. So one of the best things I ever learned to do is to create something I call the trial assignment. Perry Marshall had this concept that said, if you're going to join a band, they don't ask for your resume and your job experience. They say, let's make music together and see how it goes. So the best thing you can do is make music with your people and create a little trial assignment. So I'll give you an example. In my SEO agency, a lot of times people had to write and post content. So the trial assignment was really easy. Let's write an article together and post it and see how it goes. And I would pay them $5 or $10 or whatever the going rate was. And I would simultaneously give this trial assignment to 20 people. No interviews, no talk. Hey, would you be down for a trial assignment to see how we like working together? They say yes, and magically we do it together. By the way, it's pretty fucking lively down here. I don't know if you guys can see this nice fancy hotel. I like it here. I don't think I'd want to stay here forever, but it's a beautiful place. Giving you guys just a little tour of the view. So anyway, the trial assignment, you'll learn far more about how somebody actually delivers real work than you will about talking about what you guys might do together. And here's the thing, if you give 20 people a trial assignment, probably 4 or 5 of them will do a good job. And then what I would do is give a second trial assignment to those 4 or 5, and I would be left with anywhere from like 1 to 3 really good people. And I learned far more about this process of hiring. And the beautiful thing, by the way, it saves you doing all these interviews, all this bullshit. And by the way, you end up not paying half the people for trial assignments anyway, because some of them just disappear and don't come back to you. Well, imagine you hired that person after an interview and then they disappeared on you. That would really suck. But you give them a trial assignment, they disappeared, there's no sweat off your back, right? So you learn who's gonna work well with you. You also see how you guys connect together, right? Like if you're in a band together, using that analogy, it's not just about how great of a musician they are. Like you guys have to want to play the same kind of music together. You have to connect in that sort of thing. So it sees how like you share values and what people are like. Really just an amazing thing in general. So that concept, I'll tell you, will save you so many employee headaches, is to create your own first date bachelor show, because it's hard to fire B and C level people when they're in the door, but it's so much easier to screen for them on day one. If you do that, you'll end up with all these A level people. In fact, one of them is Mark, who's my editor, watching this video, my video guy, and just a really fucking cool son of a bitch. And I got him through this journey by actually giving a couple of people a video trial assignment, and he rocked it, and he's awesome. So here he is doing our editing. So I hope that's helpful to you guys who are in stage 2 hiring, because I've made so many mistakes in that. And once you get the right people on the ship, and then of course, treat them well and go above and beyond. Make your people feel like family. I always say that because these are the people who are gonna make you look good with your clients, and the more they're happy, the more you're gonna be happy. And it has less to do with pay than you think, and more to do with how you actually just treat people. So always say thank you to your employees when they help you, and appreciate their good work, and let them know they're doing a good job, and you'll be just amazed at how awesome that goes. So we're gonna go hang down here and swim in the pool. I'm gonna take my girls in this little swimming pool and the hot tub, even though it says only for 18. I'm a bad boy, I break the rules. And that's pretty much it. We might go down to the beach down there and check out some of the waves. And that's all I got for you guys. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and may the force be with you. And if you're in stage 2, I would love to hear your own little stories in the comments about your own employee experiences. Lots of fun with that. So that's all I got for you guys. May the force be with you.